Okay, I'm looking at a peach tree taking on a load here, peas. And some of us children remember the days when you were small. You remember the days when you had to shell peas, right? You must remember that. Oh, I know about that. Belmont, but no, I know about them thing, man. I used to shell peas, man. And sometimes when you're shelling peas, you see a little worm in it. You remember? The worm does make the soup nice. But you say some kind of thing. Eh? Well, yeah, man. So how long you think this pea is going to stay, be ready?
It's always ready
For Christmas? Yeah, man. And when you, boy, watch, Mom used to make a pea soup. Boy, when you, I tell you something. When that was real pea soup, you know. Look, I see in Brooklyn, I went to a restaurant up there one time, and I bought, well, they say red pea soup, or green pea soup, and this kind of stuff. You had to sort of the peas. But when you make a pea soup down here, is the real peas you seen in it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're not going short on the peas, man. Put peas in the soup, man. And of course, well, no, I'm not too much into dumpling, because dumpling ain't too good for us,
Well, as we get old, but dumpling
when you're small and thing, you're running up and down. And this is what I do. Actually, right now, I'm going to walk the beach, you know. Because when you come down here, you have to exercise. You know what I mean? And it's good. I see you exercising too. Yeah, man. So coming back to the peas, man. These are things in Grenada called Camboulet. Camboulet night. Well, you know about that. You tell me I bought in the tongue, I know about them things. Listen, man, I'm a tongue man and a country man. You know? I tell about Camboulet. When you see that, when you put on that pot, like carnival time.
what make you a country man?
What make me a country man? I used to teach up in Shaper School in Guave. And I have our friends in Sotez. In fact, my two first girlfriends were from Sotez. So that I know about the country. Cherry. But how you following me? You know we live in Cherry Hill. I made a tape on Cherry Hill yesterday. I was doing Cherry Hill. Eki boy. Yeah. Monjaloo. Watch. When I tell fellas I live in Monjaloo, and sometimes, you know, I remember the memories when I lived with my father in Monjaloo. I spent like almost 2 years there. And alone, well, Monjaloo, you can't really say it's country, but everything you see in the country part, you see in Monjaloo. And when I tell fellas, I used to clean pig pen, tie goat. And sometimes when you tie the goat, you come from school, go and play cricket. And you come home in the evening, night, and you have to go for the goat. But you're afraid because them time they tell you about Zombie and Lajables and them thing. Yeah, you're afraid. You're going down in the land. But then again, there's some pleasant memories, man. Memories of the mangoes. Yeah. What? Yeah. Well, we don't hear. We know about the land, and it's watch. Look at them trees here. Everything you see here is organic. Everything organic. Now, up there, look. You remember the coast salt? We used to get from Point Saline, right? Now, when you go into organic store, they tell you organic, the health food store they call them, and you go there, and you ask for they call it sea salt. We used to call it coast salt down here, and in those days we had brown sugar from Woodland Sugar Factory because now its concentration is on rum, but we had wet sugar. Oh yeah, wet and molasses, wet sugar and boy. You know that's a word I didn't use in my book, wet sugar? Yeah. There was a sugar mill up there, yes. Evelyn? Yeah, well some people remember that. Yeah. Wet sugar. I remember wet sugar. And all these things, but the things to make you strong, you know. You know, and in those days, yeah, I tell you, man, I tell you. But it's so nice talking to you, man. I ain't putting you on camera because I don't think you want to be on camera. Right? So I ain't going to put you on camera. But it's nice talking to you, man. And I'm coming back to the Monjaloo. Now I go in Brooklyn in certain the stores there and, you know, the Korean market and things like that. And they sell mangoes. Boy, sometimes mangoes is like $3 and $4 for one mango, you know. And but you notice. But we had all kind of mango. I was asking about Shebo mango. Look at mango tree right there. That's a mango tree right there, right? I ain't get you. I ain't get you. So don't worry. But we used to have like Califini, call it long mango, tin mango. We learned later on about mango rose and all them different mangoes. You had your choice. And of course the Julie mango, the king of mangoes. And Ceylon mango. Well, a guy bought me 8 Ceylon mangoes 2 days ago. Actually 3 days ago. Well, I give away 3 and I want them back now, you know. Yeah, I want them back now. But why? Because you get Ceylon. I come in Grenada here and fellas can't get mango. They say, boy, where you get mango? But you know what? That's when you have good friends, eh? Good friends who look. And the spirit man. The spirit just tell them, but the man come down here, the man want mango, give the man some mango. Yeah, but I'm coming back to Montreal just shortly before I run. When I tell fellas, the life I had was exceptional, and God spared my life over the years, because cocoa knife all over my head, he could have hit me in my neck and kill me. Cocoa knife, we can pick in breadfruit, stick the cocoa knife over my head. You know the cocoa knife at the end is the knife, and then on a bamboo rod. So I stick in that over my head and climb it up like a fool on a higher branch. My hand touched the bamboo rod and down came the cocoa knife and the rod. 14 stitches, but that thing bleed. Then they rushed me to the hospital. 14 stitches, it's still on my foot. And you know, when I look back on that, I said to myself, you know, God has spared my life. But in those days were good days, eh? And I learned a lot. I learned how pig smart, talking about the pig pen. I used to clean pig mess. Boy, when you clean the pig mess, you have to be careful, because we use a spade. A pig don't mess a lot. And when you take a spade and you scoop up the mess and you throw it over a wall in the pig pen there, if you ain't duck, boy, the mess coming back out, you have to duck, you know. I remember them. But it's all a good life. You learn a lot, you know. And I thank God for the friends I've met. So I'll be here for a few more days, and we go catch up, man. Come true, yeah? Yeah, but how you remember Eki Philip, right? That was my father. So I'm a Philip, you know.
My father.
Your father?
I'm Oscar.
Oscar is in Trinidad, yeah.
And a man named
Christopher
Christopher Braffett.
Braffett. Well, I don't think I know Christopher Monjalo, but I'm the bishop. The bishop I used to live in Monjalo. He was in Aruba too? What's his name? Roy Bishop? But I have a picture with my father sitting close to Rupert Bishop Morris' father.
Oh, yeah, he was
Because all of them were in Aruba together. And I wish I knew the names of some of the people in the picture there.
They were all builders
All builders,
together.
yeah.
Most of Christopher Braffett died but Tracy died on a bike.
Yeah, yeah. But you remember a lot, man. You remember a lot. Boy, I just sit down and talk to you because you have some history that I don't know about. Let me come up a little closer so they'll hear your voice. Because where I'm down there.
I grew up in Woodlands
Cafe?
Yes, so I grew up going by Edwards, which is Carmen.
Carmen, that's my sister.
Yeah, she's sick now.
Yes, she's very sick. I have to go look for her, yeah.
I have to go look for her.
Boy, let me tell you something, that's life, eh? One day we're strong and healthy, and next day we're gone, you know. So that's why you have to live every day and be nice to people. You know, I often say, we have to be nice to people. Because, look, we pass in clouds, you know. I made a picture of the clouds recently. And you see the clouds now? You ain't seen that tomorrow. And that's us. Now, I gave a story once and I'll repeat it, eh? 2 brothers fighting over land. Fighting over land. They ain't dropped no plan and nothing like that. They're only fighting over the land. So, one passed away. And soon after, the other one passed away. Without leaving any details of who should get the land and whatnot. So the children fighting now. But what happened? Both of them died, the 2 guys. And you know what happened? Goat and sheep grazing on the land now. You see? It's folly. It's actually folly. But I appreciate the fact that you know so much about I don't come and sit down when you get together, so because that's what I do. I put the history together. Good morning, man. And yeah, I put the history together, I bring back all the stories of kindness. Kindness like with Sinti Christmas time, call all the neighborhood children. Man, sorrel and ginger beer and all. But them things should watch. I often say that should last. They should last. You know, change should come, eh?
But can you bring it back?
Nah, boy, I don't know if I could bring it back, but I could talk about it. I don't think, because right now materialism step in. And in America, nobody give you anything for anything. They're not giving you. So you walk out the street, you have to spend money. But down here, a man will still give you breadfruit. But we don't want that to change. We don't want that to change.
Well, we changed already.
You change already?
And gain the opportunity to have breadfruit because you will teeth it.
Oh, and if you have breadfruit, you go teeth it.
Yeah.
They say pre-deal lasting is big, you know?
But you see, that took place, that started. The revolution has its plus.
Yeah.
A lot of minus.
A lot of minus.
You see the ripples of that now.
The ripples of the revolution.
Yes. Because one of the things the revolution did was it took youth. The youth had power.
Mm-hmm.
The youth with power is a drunken man.
I said it again. I want to repeat that. Youth with power is a?
A drunken man.
Youth with power is a drunken man.
Yes.
Wow, that's a quotation there, boy. I think about that. As I walk down the street here, I got to give that some thought. Youth with power is a drunken man.
Like a drunken man.
Yeah. And this morning I made a tape, a recording, and I said, if you want to know about the old African saying, you want to know about the forest, ask an old gorilla coming back from the forest, because he has experience,
Yes.
you know, and he knows, you know.
And one of the things the revolution did was, so now a man 20 years old, the prime minister was 35.
Yeah, he was 35, yeah.
35 is nothing.
35, you just start to live, man.
Start to learn sense at 35.
Yes. Oh, you just start to learn sense at 35.
Yes, nobody has sense before 35.
Well, I don't know. I reach up there in years, and I must say that I learned a lot of sense. And going back in time, when I look back on some of the things I did, I call it youthful indiscretion, because you don't think as you should back then. The way you think now, you don't think. You know, back in the times you just do things crazy. But now you sit down and you think, and before you're very thoughtful. They say age brings wisdom, but sadly, it doesn't bring wisdom in everybody. Because some people, the more old they get, the more dotage they come, you know. So you have to look at it from different angles, perspective.
The youth is always wasted on the young.
The youth, that's why in the song, youth is wasted. Youth is wasted. But you give me a lot of knowledge here this morning, you know. A lot of knowledge. But you know what? I wouldn't say your name, because you know why? Some people don't want their names to be out there, you know. So,
Well, a lot of people don't know me.
yeah.
Anyway, my name is Wilkins.
Wilkins, of course. Well, a doc. But I got to talk to you afterwards. I came there, I live in your place.
How do you know about
Doctor, you're a doctor.
How do you know that?
I rented your place one time.
I wasn't here.
But I made the arrangement to you. There was a guy from Grenville that I did the negotiation with. And you ever look like your boy, you know? You know what I'm talking about, eh? I ain't call your name. You ever look like your boy, man? You know, who had actually rented around the same time when I came down here. So you live down here now? Sort of. Okay, because I tried calling you in America, you know. I called you when I was up there, but I didn't get a response. I think your phone number, somebody else have it now.
No, I have that phone number.
You have it still?
1998.
Well, you know, well, I know where you are. You're right in the house right there, right? Because right opposite to where I am.
Yeah,
So I'm going to check you because we had to talk. But thanks for the knowledge, man.
anytime, man.
Yeah, Doc, man. You know, I met you. I had an event in Brooklyn. Bring back all the storytelling. You remember that? When I bring all the people, all the authors, and I brought them back in a big storytelling. That was in 2016. And you were there. I think you bought a book.
Yes.
I remember that, you know. So let me close up this tape. Now we're going to Grenada's Beach and walk. Because you have to walk, eh? Keep the body going.
Do that little thing here.
So thank you very much, my friend. Okay, good. Listen, all right. Let me I had to say something to you, but I don't want to say it on camera. So so Anthony Wendell the Riggs. That's the name, right? Most Grenadians call me Wendell. But you know, you always have a name that somebody else doesn't know, but the people who already know you.
Somebody say Eki, they real.
But I didn't know you know Eki Philip.
What do you mean if I know?
What difference is that, boy? We had to talk, man. We had Eki, man. Eki. He used to call me Joe. When he came from Aruba, he used to call me Joe. Joe. One time we went in the garden picking cocoa. I learned all them things up there. picking cocoa, joking down cocoa. And he and some other guys were there, the digging yam and so on too. And there's a conversation. And he said, boy, you're getting big, man, you can hear this. He told me about some guy that went in a house by some woman, you know, they went and looking for to do certain things. And if the guy, the woman, when he knocked the door, when the guy knocked the door, the woman asked, who is that? The guy said, my name is Rocky and Akers. He said, Akers could come in and will lead Rocky to hell outside. One man, you know. God bless you. All right.